He's going. Kine live, and it's an AKL update. We are anticipating the relaunch of live competitive surfing. August 9th, the Rumble at the Ranch. It's going to happen at the KS Wave Pool, the WSL Wave Pool over in Lemoore, California. And with that, we have our man on the scene, Peter Mel, is with me live for this update from the glamorous town of farting cows, Lemoore, California. Peter Mel in quarantine.
I am. Sorry, I just woke up from my nap. Yeah, I've been here for a little while already, since midday. Had my COVID test, and now awaiting results, and now I have to be stuck in the bubble here until I get my results.
So, hey, this is a reality for live sports globally, is how we present a protocol to keep our athletes and our crews safe. And it's much different than when we left pro surfing in the past. Pete, now, 2020, we're in the COVID era, and there's protocol. Like you said, you had to take a test. And so where does it go from there? You take a test when you get to the hotel, and then what?
We wait on results. Results are going to take around 24 hours, I think. There's, obviously, if you read around, there's different ways to get results and how quickly it comes in and out. But there's a system in place here that everyone's getting tested by the same company, I think. And so it takes 24 hours to have that turnaround, and it comes back here, and you either test positive or negative. Everyone, I think, so far has tested negative that I've heard of, and we're waiting on a new batch of results. So tomorrow by around 1 o'clock, we'll know if we can be cleared, and then we can head into the basin. I'll correct you, as it's not a pool, it's a basin.
It's a basin.
It's a basin, right? And so we're going to be back into that, and then that's a controlled area. Everyone who's ever in that zone is completely been tested, and then is basically under protocol to stay either at the ranch or your hotel room, and nowhere else from there.
Wow, so that's tough. No Chili's, which is my favorite place in Hanford. So no Chili's. I just want to shout out to Wes and Kirsten over there at Chili's in Hanford, who've hosted many WSL bar parties over there and dealt with us, so none of that social interaction.
Right, they had to have a lot of patience with that crew.
Oh, we've kept Chili's up until beyond normal business hours many a times. I miss you guys. I miss the blooming onion. I miss the sliders. I miss the whole thing. I miss 12 LED flat screen TVs with every sport you can imagine. Talk about a hub of sporting action. Chili's, Hanford.
Not a lot of sport action happening right now, boss.
Not right now. No. Okay, so
a lot more alcohol consumed.
So when you get to the surf ranch, when you get to the wave basin, masks, are they required while you're roaming around the scene?
I think, as you would say, around we actually, interesting note, but I mean, California has been under a mask mandate from our governor, right? Obviously, there's a lot of people that choose to not wear masks, and or limited amount of masks. But even in Santa Cruz, they basically now made it so anywhere in public, they want you to wear a mask. That means not just in businesses, but if you're out in public, they want you wearing a mask. So, I mean, it's one of those things that we're getting used to. I mean, I've had to go through a couple different styles of masks to figure out what works, is because I've been wearing it all day, every day, right? I'm in my retail place, I got to wear it. And so you find what the best comfort is, one that doesn't steam your glasses too much, or keeps you so that you can still breathe and still protect you.
All right. So, and then when we get on site, getting ready for the event, do you have any idea what the set's going to look like, what the booth's going to look like? It was really interesting to me, Pete, that I've been watching the NBA, and they have a plexiglass between the color, and the play-by-play sportscasters. Do you have any idea what they're going to be doing there when it comes to the Rumble?
I really don't at this point. It's mostly going to be, I would assume, everything that's been put in place. It seems to me that since sport has kind of been happening, there's a lot of obviously different ways to do things. I mean, just like retail or just like anything in this world now, how to deal with it. So I would imagine plexiglass is going to be in place. I think social distancing is going to be in place. There's going to be a limited crowd, very limited people, in the basin, and most everyone is going to be very, careful, which is what I think everyone should do.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I think the whole surf world is excited about having any kind of, even though it's a specialty event, just have any kind of live competition back. Seeing your favorite surfers, seeing the commentators. I mean, there's been a following that has been built up on this sport, and I feel like it's shut down. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be really happy, no matter what, just to see the familiar faces, to see surfing again, to see the drama of it all. I'm stoked. But with that, this is a mixed team event, right, Pete? So we have a male and a female in each of the teams for this competition, the Rumble at the Ranch.
Yeah, so there's 16 total surfers, 8 men, 8 women, and they're going to be in a mixed doubles format. So there's going to be a man and woman per team. Very easy bracket. You get 2 surfers as a team going against 2 surfers in the first top of the bracket. And then you move through, as in like heats, into the semis and then into the final. There's 4 waves for each team, right? So there's a run, which would be a right and a left, depending on how they started. For each member, they get a right and a left and right and a left. And then they'll take their best score. Doesn't matter the direction, though. As you remember in the event previous, they had to have their best left and their best right. But this time now, it's just whichever direction you get your best score on, that's going to count. So each wave counts towards their team overall score. And then if you beat the other team, you move on to the next round.
So with this, basically it's mixed doubles, right, is what I'm saying. So I think it's something that might be inspired by tennis. And I just, right now, ringing in my headphones, Peter, is Bobby Martinez, talking about, just tennis and surfing, and like how like it's not like I don't participate in tennis. I don't know, but like Bobby was right, like in a way. So it's kind of cool to see the wisdom of the Santa Barbarian and former CT Tour standout Bobby Martinez, as he predicted this tennis format.
It is. If you think about the basins and the wave basins and how they work, it seems like that's kind of one of the ways you can do it, or you can do it kind of similar to an expression session style, right? It opens up a whole plethora of different formats, because all of a sudden you're controlling the wave, right? You're actually timing it, and you can do all sorts of different things, almost in a way controlling what the wave does. So it's opening up new formats, and this was right now, it seems like the most simplest to get everyone back into it. You don't have to change too much, right? We can understand it, we can judge a wave, and the fact that there's co-ed, I think, is kind of cool too. And the way they chose the teams, it literally is random. I don't know if you caught the show that Joe and Rosie did, but they literally, Pat O'Connell and Jesse Miley-Dieter picked them out of a hat to choose the teams.
Yeah, I like the teams. We should go over those teams right now, Pete. So let's go over the teams competing as we look forward to August 9th for the event to get kicked off. Let's go down the list with me. What do we got?
So 8 teams, right? 8 teams, right? They're gonna the first team being Coco Ho and Felipe Toledo, right?
Yeah.
2 small, very agile surfers going up against Alyssa Spencer and Kolohe Indino.
Okay, let's stop on heat 1. Who comes out of that heat right there?
Who comes out? You got to go first then.
I'm going to say Felipe and Coco come out of that heat 100%. Sorry. Boom. Let's move on to the next heat.
All right. Well, and is it because of Coco's on the team, or because you're Hawaiian?
No, it's because Felipe Toledo has gone back-to-back runner-up at the last 2 competitions at the basin.
That is a very strong team. I believe. I'll actually go with you on that one, Felipe Coco.
Okay.
Let's look at them coming off a big stage, right? So it's going to be a little bit daunting, I think, for her. Especially you think about how much practice she had at the basin too, because that's another thing. Like, as you and I know, it's very unnerving going for a wave out there, right? It's so perfect and everything that's great, but it's scary.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for this young lady, though, Alyssa Spencer. We look forward to seeing her in heat number 1 when we return to competition. Let's look at heat number 2 and our picks. In that second heat, it looks like we have Seth Moniz and Carissa Moore, all Hawaiian lineup, versus it's his house, Kelly Slater and Sage Erickson. Ooh. You want to go first on this pick?
Do I get a pick?
Yeah.
I'll go Sage and Kelly, just for the sake.
Really?
I think Sage is getting an opportunity. Yeah. I know that you've got the world champ in the Hawaiian, right?
Wow. Yeah. Because I'm going Seth and Carissa all day long.
Yeah, of course you are.
That's my pick.
Okay,
Let's move on.
I think you're okay. Fine.
What?
Move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
I hope
Come
you
on,
get a pick.
dude. Like,
I hope you win.
okay, next one. Who do we got next? We have
Kira
Connor
Pinkerton,
Coffin,
Connor Coffin.
Kira Pinkerton, and Adrian De Souza, and Caroline Marks. De Souza and Marks come out of that heat. No problem.
I would agree with you on that one.
I
Although
get to
I saw
be
Connor
bold
today.
because I'm not a part of the broadcast, Pete. That's why I'm so
Yeah, I know.
bold. And that's why I'm so I got so many opinions because I don't have to fall back on these opinions because I'm not going to be a part of the show. So this is the only opinion you're going to get from me right now.
I think that is something where I believe that, Kaipo, and I'm actually bummed you're not here. I would love to be sitting here wall to wall with you, having our COVID tests and getting our nasals swabbed and being able to have you here. But I know that things are it's a very bones crew, right? And I'm only 3 hours away, where yours is a lot longer part away. So
yeah. Hey, I'm going to be watching the whole
otherwise,
time.
I'm sure
Okay.
you're here.
I'm gonna be watching the whole time. I'm super stoked on it. Okay, so heat number 4, Griffin Colapinto and Lakey Peterson versus that's a tough one. Kanoa Igarashi and Tatiana Weston Webb.
I actually think that the winner of the entire event is in that heat.
Oh, okay. With who?
Lakey and Griffin.
Okay, so we skipped all the way to pick our.
Come on, blow.
Pick. I don't have the soundboard here. This is an AKL update, bro. We travel light for the updates. We reacted like this. This is journalism, bro. We got the call in the morning.
Okay, got it.
We knew Pete was going to be in quarantine. We came at you with the AKL
You should
update.
be carrying that with you. You should just have it in your pocket so you can.
I know. Okay, I'm with you. With that is a really, really good team. But my pick to win the event for myself is Felipe Toledo and Coco Ho. Now, given that that's the first heat and that's the fourth heat, our 2 picks to win the event, Pete, could be in the final together. And that would be awesome. Right?
Sound machine.
Would that be awesome or what? No.
It would be awesome.
Oh, that was
There it is.
I have to get the mobile app going right there.
Good job.
All right. So, what are you looking forward to, Pete? What are you looking forward to? I mean, Sunday, back in competition, back in front of the camera. The makeup people are going to be there. The hair people are going to be there. The lighting, all the stage coaches, all the, just everything that goes on with the show.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be different, right? It's going to be a different way of doing things. And so, I mean, I hope it's fun. I want it to be fun. And I'm going to bring that energy to the broadcast, is literally just to have a ball and catch up, right? I mean, we literally have been in our own little counties or cities for such a long time that it's nice to be able to get out and share a little bit. Of course, doing it safely. We could be wearing our masks most likely, and I mean, we will be wearing our masks once we're out. I know I won't be doing on the broadcast, but I'll probably be sitting 10 feet away from Cote.
I know. And it's going to be interesting to see if when you're reporting on the scene, because there has been a mixed bag when I see in mainstream media on when you're reporting live, with your microphone if you're going to be talking with your face, or if you're going to have a face mask on talking into the microphone. I've seen two styles of reporting that way. So
what do you think safest?
I think if you're more than 6 feet from your cameraman, you don't need to put your mask on unless you're, because it's easier to understand you when you can see your lips. So
you don't want to hear me muffling?
I don't want to hear anyone muffled. But to your point, Pete, it is great coming back, and that's the one thing I'm missing. But I'm going to be watching everything. Is just seeing everyone, because you don't realize until it's taken away from you on how much of the tour family is actually feels like family, with all of these events. So, hey, I'm so stoked that's
why we started this,
be running.
So I can hang out with you, right? So we can hang out with you during this whole time thing. So.
We started that, one, to hang out together. We started, two, for anybody who wants to support us with any type of monetary contributions or sponsorships. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Contact me at Any Kine Live, and we're super available for doing any of your promotional stuff at any given time. By the way, this AKL update is brought to you by Freeline Surf Shop in Santa Cruz, California, where you can get all your surfing goods. Just ring the doorbell. Make sure you wear your mask on. Get in there. And we got a lot of stuff happening over at Freeline Surf Shop, Santa Cruz, California. Support local business or it'd be a kook.
I'll send you a check.
And speaking of products, I have to do my product review because this literally just came into the mail today for me. It was a surprise. I didn't expect it come in. But you ever wonder why Michael February's hair looks so good? You ever wonder why
I do.
Jack Freestone smells so good? You ever wonder why Curran Caples can carve through the corners of a bowl and his hair stays perfectly in place? It's Kielsen. Kielsen products. It's all about grooming. And so Kielsen, I got some new pomade. I got the body wash and shampoo and the conditioner. Check out Kielsen products. And these products are free of microplastics, of a lot of other ingredients that might be bad for our environment, that are in more mainstream type of hair care. Kielsen products got your back and is supported by some rippers that happen
Kaipo,
to be.
Did you know that those containers, the actual containers, those are biodegradable. Those are actually a big part of that. It's completely biodegradable. Usually containers that are in there, boom, gone.
Cool, huh? And I'm going to tell you.
Awesome.
This pomade is some of the best pomade ever. Now that I have hair, and I've been growing it forever.
Did it control my hair?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
It's a light natural control, Peter. I think it would work well for you.
Gotcha.
So that's our product review. Check them out, Kielsen Products. Thank you for the goodie bag. And things that make you smile. We always like to end on things that make you smile. What's making you smile, Pete?
Well, I have surfboards in the car and I haven't surfed in a month because it's been so flat here in Santa Cruz and I've been so involved in Freeline Surf Shop. I am hoping that I'm going to show up. I'm going to put board shorts on and just walk around with my mask on and hope that they call me onto the ramp so I can catch a wave at the ranch. That's what makes me smile.
Let's everybody pray for Peter Mel to get a couple of waves at the ranch. I got to tell you, I've only caught 2 waves at the ranch in my entire life. I've been there 4 times. One of them was given to me. The other wave that I caught at the ranch, I stole. Straight, like Peter said, just walk around with make sure you have a board handy, keep your board shorts on. You never know when that pool is going to go empty or the basin is going to go empty and you have an opportunity.
And Strider is probably the best at figuring out ways to get waves. And he does it with charm and smile and everybody loves it. And he gets he'll be the first one to get a wave, I'm sure. Tomorrow or the next day if there's an opportunity. That's right, but you know what I'm concerned about a little bit, and we got to keep an eye on this. And when you're on site, I want everyone to keep an eye on this. We don't want Strider spitting in the pool, okay? Okay, like, you know what I mean. So I want to see that dude masked up. What about him? God, it would be a whole. What makes you smile, Kaipo?
What makes me smile? The fact that we have like a return to competition and things are getting like, it looks like things are going to start happening. That's really making me smile. I'm living vicariously. Trust me, I'm going to be DMing a bunch of people and stuff. Like, just the fact that like it's getting going again, that really makes me smile and I'm stoked.
Good. I'm stoked too.
All right.
I hope I don't test positive. Because if not, I'm going home.
You know what's the cool thing, though? The cool thing is this is an AKL update. And if Peter does test positive, we're going to do a whole nother update on Peter's positive COVID test. And that could actually be a cool series because then we'll walk you through the whole thing. Have I been tested?
Have you ever been tested? Yeah.
Dude, I don't like doctors, bro. I don't like any of that stuff. Like, I'm not going to get tested. I guess when I have to, I'll get tested. Yeah. So is it just a long thing they put up your nose and you're just like...
Yep. Yep. And it tickles. They tickle the back of your nose. And sure enough, I was like the second, because they do each nostril. One deep drill and then the next deep drill. And it doesn't hurt, but it like tickles. Like, and then sure enough, as soon as you pull it out, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to sneeze. And you know, if like sneezing is like, it's taboo.
The worst.
You can't sneeze.
It's the worst thing you could ever do.
Like, dude, just blew a big sneeze inside the office. I was so bummed. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. They're like, no worries, it happens. Like, okay,
but dude, like, so wait. I want people to be able to, and I want to imagine the scene. Are people in like full PPE with like face masks and shields and masks and stuff when they're testing you? Like, it's astronauts testing you?
Yes. It's how it should be. I mean, these are doctors that are doing it, and or nurses that are trained.
Oh,
they're in PPE, full gown.
Hey,
face
all
mask,
cool.
Mask.
Yeah, it's all cool, but like I don't know, man. Some of my alien abduction kind of like flashbacks could come back at any given time. Exposed to that stuff, and yeah. I mean, we already know like alien abductions are real. The Pentagon's got UFOs, like SpaceX, NASA. What else? I mean, shoot. Bring it on, 2020. Bring it on. Is that all you got? All you got is some freaking killer wasps and COVID? Bring on the aliens. Let's do this. Ready for it.
Then maybe they can teach us how to warp drive and get off this Earth and go check out the rest of the universe.
Bro, if you listen to Sabbath, you know what I mean? Ozzy.
Hey, did you watch?
Ozzy talked about Into the Void a long, long time ago, okay? And like everyone thinks Ozzy's crazy. Ozzy's not crazy. Nope.
Black Sabbath. Emails,
okay. All right.
You can hear it, right? Hey. I'm getting email.
Well, open it up, dude. What do you got? Oh.
It's from the World Surf League. It says, watch now.
Oh.
Surf 100. It's a WSL email.
Oh, that's a stab comp. Oh, yeah. It's like it's a virtual comp. So shouts out to Stab Magazine. They're doing their own virtual thing. I think they're doing a session in Australia, and they're doing a session in at Lowers.
More
so
live
that's
surfing, right?
Worthy to check out. Yeah.
Exposition by Stab Magazine. Surf 100 features San Clemente's favorite sons, Kalohe Andino, Griffin Colapinto, and Ian Crane. All three will paddle out for a 100-minute wave riding demonstration at Lower Trestles. Wow.
That's kind of cool. That's cool, except for the pay-per-view part. No, I think it's... No, seriously.
It says watch now.
I'm unemployed, and like I can't be paying per viewing anything. Oh!
But
lastly, Peter, if anyone wants to catch it, you can catch the Rumble at the Ranch. It's going to be on WorldSurfLeague.com. Also, it's going to be on Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports 2. So it's 4 hours of competition, right, Pete?